It's a little bit... I think carving massive tunnels through the terrain isn't entirely indicative of our non-interference policy, but... Hello everyone, Thranx is here, and welcome back to No Man's Sky, where it's time to leave this system that we have fully charted adjacent to the Thranxian Expanse in hopes of finding a new system. There's quite a few nearby. This one has a base on it. Oh, that's part of the Thranx Pre-Circuit 1. And is this one? Yeah, Circuit 1.2. Oh, as we went around creating our races. I remember these. But actually, I think we're going to jump around. I like the idea. Oh, another red star? No, I think we're just going to jump around to neighboring systems like this. This planet, this system shows unexplored planets, but it is named in a way that I think it has been looked at before. But again, all of this was probably pre-Origins. So let's jump just across the way. Oh, okay. It says, I discovered this system once upon a time. Let's just take a look at the planets. Caustic Nightmare. Incandescent planet, bleak planet, infested planet, frozen planet. I don't know how I feel about this. I think it's tough. It's tough to really justify going back to each and every planet, right? When there's so many new ones out there, and we'll never see them all anyways. So that being said, let's really focus on the one single undiscovered planet in this system, and then I think we'll press on. I think as long as every planet is showing discovered in a system, I can live with that. So which planet has yet to be found? See, this being an infested planet, I know for a fact it wasn't infested when we discovered it originally, but again, well, it is the planet behind that one that is undiscovered. An abandoned planet. Desert planets can be pretty interesting. Let's go ahead and hit on the day side. It looks like it has a highly oxygenated atmosphere. At least enough to make it blue in the light of the local star. Oh, it appears like we're going to be landing in the middle of a sandstorm of some kind. Okay, there's definitely some dust and sand kicked up into the atmosphere. But I dare say that the chance to catch a bright blue sky covered in clouds is too good to miss. Maybe. Nah, it's a little plain. Oh, look at this. Big mountain. That's what we'll call it. We'll call it Big Mountain. It's so descriptive. This mountain do be towering over all the other ones, though. Ooh. An insect-laden desert. Fun. Freezing night winds. So it does appear to be a hot sandstorm. Fairly hot, actually. So while the night winds might be freezing, the day winds do be hot and sandy. Oh, here we have some massive burrowing creatures here. putting up pretty large columns of... Whoa, is that lightning in the sandstorm? These are pretty massive columns of gas and dust being... Look at that mountain. That mountain is much larger. Alright now, okay. I'm about over all this chicanery now. Okay, we do have some avian creatures in the air. I want to get over there to the taller mountain. We'll get our hotkeys figured out at some point. Alright, so rather than take the starship, let's exocraft down into the valley. Storm's clearing. Whoa! Okay, I underestimated the steepness of this mountain. That's okay. I think we're doing all right. Oh my. We did underestimate that mountain significantly. Okay, that's alright, it's alright. Oh look, there are some flowers down here in the basin at the bottom. Okay. That was kind of a wild ride. Maybe we will take the starship up. Fungal symbiosis. I'd be curious what kind of fungus lives on such a dry planet. Oh my. Sentient fungal symbiosis. Look at this. What? Calm and methodical creatures. They graze the planet with an air of gentle, unflustered serenity. Their diet is varied, but they will gorge upon a kinocactus at any opportunity, and they're highly social. Okay, and now we're in the freezing night winds that were mentioned. Oof, that is a heavy temperature swing between day and night. Oh my goodness. Okay. Alright. Is there another burrowing creature nearby that I'm listening to? What is this? Oh, a couple of them. Hold on. I want to go look at that one in just a moment, but... Oh, I like the luminescence, but what is this? Hold on. This creature is going to try and run away from me, I know it. Interesting. It also appears to be some form of fungus. Nervous systems of pure light. That makes sense, because they're luminescent. No. This one. Waturabomb. Recorded in the dust bowls of this planet, they interact with their fellow beasts with a cheerful confidence. Secure in the hierarchy of the herd, nocturnal tunnelers, they dig out elaborate tunnels in pursuit of nutritious tubers. Also appears to be some form of fungal life form. Oof. It's wiggling there a little bit. You're okay. You're okay. It's a little intimidated by us. Hey! That sentinel came out of nowhere. Oh, is that a secondary species? Oh, it is. Look at that one. It's got some kind of, like, exoskeletal structure on it. Yeah, look at this. Where they survive despite near constant drought with a centralized nervous system. These are creatures of pure instinct, pure reaction. Sharp digging claws allow them to excavate and consume plant roots, which appear to make up the bulk of their diet. Look at this, like, Spear-headed exoskeleton. That's really neat. I gotta say, they're a little intimidating gliding across the ground. Like, they look like they could take you out at the knees. Oh, they travel in groups. Succulent honey. These are kind of neat, how they just glide up and down the sand. Oh, we do get sticky honey. That's right. Oh, I want to get a nice size-by-size comparison here. Look at this thing. Fermented fruit. I mean, this thing is like pretty crazy. All right, let's see what are we gonna get here. We'll take one of these nutrient processors and we'll just. Oh, it's on board the starship, but the starship's far away. See, that's the downside to, well, whatever. We've got it on us from the capital ship. Fermented fruit, you say? I'm pretty curious. Let's do a little bit of that, shall we? Just one, please. One will be all we need. Thank you. Really, I should make a lot of bait and just store it in here. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna consider that as something to do while I'm in between discovery feeds next time. All right. No, don't run away. Oh yeah. Whoa. Tease out honey. Like, now it's like, it's gonna eat me. It does look like it's trying to be awfully, like, forward with me. I don't know. I think our other photo was better, maybe? Okay. Could we maybe... Are you able to be ridden? Yes, please. Look at this thing hop. Oh, yeah! Let's go! Oh, whoa. Now, I'm just... I'm not trying to be that person, but could you imagine writing this with VR? Like, oh. Oh, it makes my head spin just thinking about it. Okay. As fun as all that is. Oh my goodness. Let's back to business, shall we? We are going to grab some glowing crystals. These actually prove to be incredibly lucrative and worth our time. Okay, now. Don't make me sick. Big Chungus on you. That's what you shall be called. No, what we need to do is we just get the floating crystals down low, kind of like we've done in the past. And then we'll just collect all three really fast, and it won't matter. The Sentinels, for all their power, are actually kind of dullards. Oh, what? I didn't do nothing. There's no crystals here. Have any other new fauna revealed themselves to us? This is the question. What sort of cave structure is underneath us? You don't say. Not only do we have a cave structure underneath us, we have an underground fauna waiting to be scanned. We do. Don't be afraid. I know I just came busting into your natural habitat unannounced and terrifying you, I'm sure, but it says unafraid. It looks pretty afraid. Trying to run so hard it's running into the wall. Ooh. I accept these terms. These cave colors are fairly interesting. So that was our underground fauna, was it not? It was. So now we're just looking at... oh, there's another underground. Okay. We have some, I believe, above ground fauna in that general direction. You know what? I'm okay chasing it like this. It's a little bit... I think carving massive tunnels through the terrain isn't entirely indicative of our non-interference policy, but at the same time... Oh, look at these large caves, though. With built-in skylights? Naturally, these would be refuge from both the hot and the cold temperature changes. Oh no, did I lose my contact? Say it isn't so. I did. Nope. 400 units away. There we are, 189 units away. Right, okay. Alright. Oh, it's another subspecies of fungus. It is. Oh, and they're happy. Oh, differently colored. Just as bouncy. Oh, this one has a child. Frolicking up and down the mountains of this planet. Still trying to reach... No, that's the mountain we came from. This mountain would be... Whoa. Did you hear that noise it made? My goodness. This leaves only one underground creature undiscovered. It's a pretty extensive cave network. We might consider going back to it. Honestly, though, I think it's... I'd really like to get to the top of this mountain. I don't want to get so fixated on any one specific goal that we lose sight of the journey. Because for me, it's about finding the highest mountains and the deepest ocean trenches. I very much want to... I want to find those points of interest. The unusual land formations. And in a way, I want to find the unusual fauna as well, but... in many cases, underground fauna, especially rare underground fauna, have proven very problematic for us, and I don't want to fixate on that. Pretty steep climb directly up, if I say so. And a cave all the way up here on the top of this mountain. Okay, okay. See, from over there, this mountain looked taller. I mean, a light lavender nebula like that, it's hard to beat it. It is. Okay, well, we got up here. So now what? Oh, are we really going to get to watch the sunrise? Oh, I accept these terms. Oh, look at that. If only that planet was a little lower, we could catch it in the morning light. Okay, well now we're just looking into the sun, and that's not smart. We passed a cave a while back that was up here. Look at how the sand settles down low in the valleys. So there is some form of atmospheric moisture here. I mean, yeah, there are clouds, so we can verify there is moisture. But really, we passed the cave opening, and I think... Yeah. Let's see how a cave goes on a mountain like this. I would expect it to be sort of a downhill slide of like a roller coaster type. Yeah, look at this. You could ride your bike down this. It would get a little squirrely. I dare say, oh gosh, I don't. No, maybe not. We keep hitting our head on the ceiling here. That's okay. A fork in the path. We're just gonna dig our way out. Oof! Why, hello there. Thank you for the oxygen. Oh, once the sun is up and there's no storm, it's actually kind of serene. Blue skies. Very, very temperate daytime weather when there's not an active sandstorm. Pretty significant mountains. I mean, not just in the scope of how large they are, tall, like how tall they are, but how wide they are and how significant the distances between them are. Those seem like little narrow peaks, but that is a right proper mountain right there. I mean, that thing is just... yeah. Okay, I'm picking up a couple of humming egg sacs underground, and also an unknown building at a distance. I think we start with the subterranean... Oh, careful with the jetpack there. I think we start with our subterranean discovery here, because we at least want to give ourselves a chance. We at least want to give ourselves a chance of finding the undiscovered species thus far. Ikozalm's graveyard? Let's tag that unknown building to make sure to follow up on it. wouldn't mind, if I'm being totally honest, I wouldn't mind either immediately after or alongside an oceanic update to the Atlas, a cave update. I feel like there's a lot of missed potential in these naturally sloped caves like this. Maybe I'm wrong. I do like the coloring, though. The frequency of the marrow bulbs, you know, gives a high degree of illumination, and I'm quite fond of that. However, we did confirm something fairly interesting just a minute ago on the planet, and I'd like to give it its due and not brush over it so quickly. We were able to both spawn and detect underground creatures from above ground, looking at them in a cave underneath us. Oh, what have we here? An abandoned building, you say? I wouldn't mind a little bit of shenanigans. Let's give it a shot, shall we? Oh! Oh my gosh! Have they been updated to be more ferocious? Okay. Wow. Even with our high degree... Even with our high degree of shields, they're gonna try to give us trouble? Nah. We're gonna call down the Titan Faller. We don't do this often enough. Come on. I'm not even gonna use the cannon, we're just gonna Minotaur laser you out of existence. Okay. This is madness. That creature's running in the middle of this like, I don't know about all that. I wish, if only you could loot the eggs from inside the Minotaur. Is that mining beam still going? That's frightening. Yeah. I think it's better if we just vacate. They're just really not worth it in the long run. I do very much like the Minotaur. But as always, I think there's room for improvement. I generally say the same about everything, though. There's always room for improvement. Like, always. Look at these. Mordite. Yeah. Get a little more oxygen. Okay, this side of the mountain looks a little steep. Definitely a bit steeper than the other side. Let's see. Actually, let's go all the way down. Into this valley. And then look, you have like this... It's not even like a mountain. It's like some kind of hill, but it's in the valley. This is interesting terrain. I'd really like to see some of these insects that we sell these hives for. Look at this. This reminds me of some kind of sundial. How unique and unusual. Aloe flesh, fairly valuable. I don't think we have too much of that. Okay, so there is indeed an underground cave structure beneath us. I don't think we absolutely need to go down into it, though. Because we can fairly safely see if there are yet to be discovered creatures down below, and it does not appear like they are. I think this is a pretty neat shot. This sort of gives you a different approach to the way this desert feels. I like the desert with these trees. These insect hives are a little unusual, but these teal-like trees give it, you know, they reduce the desert-like feeling of the planet ever so slightly. But then you're catching all that mountain. Yeah, I like it better like this. You can see the mountain sloping up, but okay, well, if we're going to get a natural cave entrance... Look! It's the same creature, but underground. Nice! They're just burrowing all through here, aren't they? Again, are these above-ground biomes generating in caves this much, like, super frequent now? Like, it's a regular occurrence. I feel like these used to be fairly rare. I'm not sure. That's absolutely not what we wanted to do. I think that's all the time we have for our discovery feed today. This being the only planet registered as undiscovered in this system means we're going to close out this system and head to the next one. I think a fairly reasonable name to give our planet here is going to end up being... Cold Desert Winds. And from there, we'll have to board the Relentless and look for the next system to chart. I do hope you've had a good time watching, because as always, I've had a good time playing. But until the next discovery feed, take care.